It's the Date Master, and we're back. Oh yeah, we're back with another banger. Like I said, I'm gonna do a follow up to my previous video. MGTOW won't save you. They turned my comments off, and I do believe it was because of the World Star clip that I used to show a thought process of a young black female. So they disabled my comments. Not sure why. I have plenty clips from World Star my content, and this is the first that they turned my comments off. So we'll see how that goes. But the topic at hand, she's in survival mode. She's in survival mode and redefining of words and consuming this content, and is being a scholar of content and being a scholar of people, studying eras, studying agendas, studying social engineering. What I found most common now, I'm going to do this video in reverse, I guess. What I found most common now is that women have become very strategic at redefining words and giving words new meaning. The beta male and the modern woman has become very strategic in their way of redefining words. This is a problem. We talk in passive aggressive tones. We have communication in reply only mode, meaning a person, if I'm discussing a point, if I'm the MC or if I'm the centerpiece of the platform and I'm asking the questions or bringing the conversation, I notice the ones bringing the conversation that pretty much is leading the topic, who has done the work, who's done the studying, who's abreast of everything that he is talking about, he or she, mostly he, is everything that he's talking about. The people that are against or triggered by the conversation tend to try to talk the same amount as the head of the room. And when you see this dynamic, you know that there is no communication taking place. People are only listening to reply because they want every opportunity to justify their viewpoint, which is on trial for not having any weight or validity. A person that's firm on his belief, that stands on fact, that has the proper evidence and talking points to support a narrative of whatever subject matter, he doesn't have to butt in, name call, shame, etc. He doesn't have to give words new meaning. He doesn't have to do that. That doesn't take place. But you see this from women that are in survival mode. They try to redefine words because they're basically doing everything that they can to survive that current situation, that current period in their life, that current breakup, etc. They get into a mode of redefining words to make themselves feel better. So they tell you as a man how and what you should think and like. I see this constantly. A woman telling a man what he thinks and what is not true about what men want. Picture this. If I tell you, hey babe, you know what I want? I want some salmon. I want to do some salmon and some vegetables. You don't want that. You want fried chicken and mashed potatoes. Basically telling you do not want what you just said you want, because it does not fit their narrative and agenda on what they want to give you. It doesn't fit. So when she's in survival mode, logic, understanding has no place. So arguing and trying to have debates, conversations, etc. is null and void. And I used to do this a lot on my Facebook. I used to, I still from time to time would throw a curveball to kind of get a pulse on where's on people's understanding of certain things. So I used to do this a lot. And you should notice this is going nowhere. Every time I make a point, I get met with emotional rhetoric that has no weight and a twisting of words. When you notice, I got a good buddy of mine. He's gonna listen to this video. I'm gonna send it to him. If you know, you know. He has a gift in wording questions that trigger people. He knows how to poke bears. He's great at it. And I see him make certain posts daily. And every time I scan and read the comments have absolutely nothing to do with what was posted in the post. Out of maybe 100 comments, 15% of the responses have something to do with the post. The other 85 is emotional bullshit to make themselves feel good because they were the ones triggered, therefore prompted to respond to protect their triggers. They always twist up these words to make him or to make the guys identifying or agreeing with whatever the post is. They twist up the words to make them seem inadequate. Instead of addressing the conversation directly, they twist up these words and they try to make it personal versus subjective, because the question in the post is usually subjective. Women do that when they're in survival mode because they're trying to survive without further damage to their ego and self-esteem. To the point to where you have married women with 8-minute-old babies on Facebook posts going back and forth. Bitch, where's your baby? Where's your child? And a lot of the times these women and the people that are posting in this commentary have no dog in the fight. And you come to find that out. And sometimes they'll go to the point they end up agreeing after 42 replies disagreeing. Meaning they only wanted the attention and to be a part of the conversation. You see this daily. We have the biggest dumb smart community on this earth. We have the biggest dumb smart community. We have people that think that they're actually intelligent because they're educated on Eurocentric views. Now you're seeing a trend of trying to infuse Eurocentric views with African-centered views, feminism, etc. Feminism, Christianity, none of this mix. How can you be a feminist and a Christian in the same breath? It's an oxymoron. It's a walking oxymoron. It's a walking oxymoron. So redefining words is to be expected. So when you have conversations, you make sure that you stand firm on the definition of words that are used and the context that they are used in. We have the biggest dumb smart community on the planet, to where people will jump into conversations knowing damn well they know nothing of the subject. The last book they read was in 8th grade. You ask them who they admire, it's going to take them 9 minutes to think of 4 people. It's going to take them 9 minutes to tell you 4 people that they admire outside of the entertainment industry. We have a very ignorant base, very ignorant when it comes to common logic. So you look at Jada Pinkett Smith. I didn't cheat. I had an entanglement. Oh, that wasn't cheating. That was an entanglement. You see this because they know deep down inside that they are shame. They would be shamed and they're going to be judged by their actions. So they try to redefine and pull new terms out of their ass to save it. when they're on the hot seat. Women do not use logic and reasoning in this survival mode mindset because while in this mode, she understands that she has to do whatever she has to do, whether that's talking to a married man here. I still owe that $385 balance on my power bill. I'm about a month and a half late on my car note. I owe a slight balance on my rent because women are the ones that are given grace in these scenarios because I understand it's hard. You're a single mother. You have to do what you have to do. So women get the grace because they learn how to manipulate it. They know how to go in with the puppy dog eyes and the sad story to get more time and to get arrangements made. They know this. So when you try to critique them and hold them accountable to a standard, that doesn't compute because the only thing they know is to survive, especially around this time of the year. Christmas is approaching. You know they want to do everything in their power to make sure they can take those photos in portrait mode to put on Facebook of those Christmas gifts, of the Louis bags. You know they're going to do everything in their power to make sure they can get that good camera shot of them opening that present or showing all of the gifts that they were able to provide their child or children for Christmas. So you can't talk to a woman that's in that mode because it's going to fall on deaf ears. The only women that you can talk to and have a constructive conversation with are the women that are looking to correct and self-develop. If their intention is not on correction and self-development, the conversation is dead and meaningless. Therefore, you should not be engaging in it. You should not even be having the conversation at all. Because what is the point? What is the point of the conversation when it's going to fall on deaf ears? So I want you fellas to keep in mind dealing with women in certain seasons of the year, certain times of the year, which I've mentioned this in previous videos, is going to be very critical. It's going to be, you're going to be playing, you're going to be juggling. You're going to be juggling a lot of different emotions that she's going through at that moment. Therefore, making the dating experience non-pleasurable. Because one, it's not genuine. And two, she's not fully present because she's in survival mode, trying to survive. It's the Date Master.